So with the release of the new Christmas update on the Forge, we've actually gotten 2 new secret pickaxes in the game that are really good, and they're called the Prismatic and Angelite pickaxe. One of these is actually unobtainable, and I'll show you guys why it's unobtainable currently, and if people have them in the game, well, they've gotten it by, well, I don't even have to say how they got in it. You guys know, right? Because it's unobtainable, literally. And that's the Angelite pickaxe. It's actually located right over here. So beyond this wall here, there's a whole area with a bunch of different NPCs and a section which you can traverse that has a pickaxe in the middle, but after you complete a quest, you know, you'll actually get access to the Angelite pickaxe, and it's actually really good. As you guys are seeing on screen right now, the pickaxe is going to require you to have 3.5 million gold, but it's going to have 888 mine damage. It's going to give you an additional 25% mine speed, and it also is going to boost your luck by 85% and also has 4 rune slots, which is amazing. So like I said, this is one of the 2 new pickaxes that are secrets, but is currently unfortunately unobtainable. The other one that we're going to focus on is obtainable, but again, just to give this Angelite pickaxe some more glaze, it looks amazing, chat. All right, this pickaxe looks really good, and it's by far, seemingly as it stands right now, the best pickaxe out of the new area. Now, if we go back to the spawn area, we're going to focus on getting the pickaxe that actually is obtainable and actually is pretty good, comparatively speaking to everything else in this area, even with specific regard to the Christmas shop over here and the best Christmas event pickaxe, which is literally the Christmas pickaxe, which has 550 mine power and 72 luck boosts at 3,600 tickets, right? So compared to this, it's actually really good, and it's really simple to actually get currently. All right, there's a little bit of a glitch that you guys can utilize if you have the demon race. Might work with Angel, I don't really know, but it works for me. So I'll show you guys what you want to do. Basically, get this pickaxe. That's going to be the Prismatic pickaxe. You want to go to the spawn area, you want to hit a left, and you want to go beyond this Bjorn guy, and you know, just keep going. Once you get to this little area over here, you want to take an immediate right, and once you make this right, you'll come to this frozen lake area. You want to make your way into this little like circle, right? You're gonna fall down, you're gonna keep swimming down, and eventually you'll fall down over here. As you guys can see, beyond this crystal, you will have access to the Prismatic pickaxe, but you won't be able to get it so easily. If I try to mine this or rock rather, right, this crystal, it says I need 320 base damage to actually mine through this. You don't need to do this, but if you don't have demon race, or again, maybe Angel to work with it, you would basically want to go back, get a better pickaxe, and the easiest way to do this, as far as getting this new pickaxe, is to literally buy the snow pickaxe at 750,000, which will give you just enough mine power at 320 mine power, and that's the way you would want to go about it. Okay, basically, if I go to the left hand side over here, and if I jump up all the way, I can get on top of this rock. Now, like literally, if I go at the very tippity top over here, as you guys will see, you will realize that even though we're swimming, if I dash, I can dash through this. So this is what you would want to do. You would want to dash through it, and then you can dash back through this entire rock, as you guys can see. I'm not sure if it works just dashing. Oh yeah, you can even dash right through the rock by normal means, so you don't even have to go up there. So literally, you can dash through it. You don't have to mine it. Now, this is really broken, and again, you should do this as soon as you possibly can if you have the sufficient funds to buy this Prismatic pickaxe, because I don't know when they're going to patch this, and this rock has a, word on the street is, 500,000 HP, so it takes people about 30 minutes, you know, 20 minutes or so with like a bunch of like minor totems and potions and things of that nature to successfully mine through the entire rock. So again, if you guys don't want to waste that time and, you know, waste your resources on getting the other snow pickaxe, try to do this as soon as possible, because it probably will be patched and nerfed and you won't be able to do this. But then once you make your way in here, you guys will see this is the Prismatic pickaxe, and it's very OP. Okay, you get 650 mine power, a 20% mine speed boost, a 72% luck boost, and 4 additional rune slots. Currently, I have 900,000 cash, but I have a whole bunch of essence, so let me go ahead and sell these real quick. So as you guys can see, after selling all these essences that I grinded a bit for, It's very lamentable. This took me a while to grind. I'm gonna get 1 million cash. We'll go ahead and sell that, and I'm still short by a little bit, but it's okay because we are going to go back to the starter area. I'm actually gonna go ahead and unsocket one of my tier, well, not tier, but one of my miner shards because it has a 16% luck boost on it. Now, thankfully, it's not that expensive. It's only gonna cost me 18,000, but that's the only one I'm gonna remove. The other ones that I have aren't that good. So effectively, I will go into my sell tools now. I'm going to select my starlight pickaxe, and this is going to give me the additional cash that I need. So it's going to give me 93,000 cash. I'll go ahead and take that. And there you go. We now have 2,063,000 cash. So let me go back into the crystals so we can successfully buy our prismatic pickaxe. So here you guys go. We are going to click yes on this prompt, and what the heck is this? You need at least 1 Mozart sit. What the hell is that? Nobody ever mentioned anything like that. All right, so let me give you guys a little update. This is what I mean when new updates come out on these games, man. The misinformation that gets spread around. But nobody had really mentioned this, but it's necessary for you to mine this. You get that Moza, whatever the heck. Let me go ahead and show you guys the name of that ore again. So it's called the Mosa Sarsit or whatever. You get that ore from actually fully mining this thing. So there is no way around it. Even if you manage to glitch through the actual crystal itself, you're going to have to mine it. It's a 1-in-1 chance to get. So you're guaranteed to get it once you fully mine it down. So no matter what, you're going to have to go ahead and buy that snow pickaxe that I showed you guys earlier. That's what I would recommend because it's the cheapest option for you to do. Otherwise, you're going to spend a lot of money buying everything else. But let's go ahead and test out the theory where people said that you needed to buy. Wow, I need to complete Sensei Moto 6. So we got to continue doing his quest line in order to buy these other ones. Can I? Wow. Great. This is amazing. All right. We're probably just going to have to buy the aqua pickaxe, use this in the meantime. Complete this quest line. And then once we get to 6, buy the snow one. And then actually mine the rock in like 30 minutes of mining, which is going to be hella annoying. Brother, getting this pickaxe is not going to be easy. But I'll show you guys once we get everything done. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this took a lot longer than what I would have expected. It's been a couple hours later, and I think we started doing this whole thing at level 180. I'm currently level 194, just so you guys can tell how long this would take you. I mean, it's all RNG at the end of the day if you get the ores required for the quest, but it's gonna take you some time. So anyways, we are gonna go ahead and equip this other pickaxe here. We're going to sell tools, and then we'll sell the aqua jade that we were using. We'll get 281,000 cash back. So I have 2 million cash overall. I might have or might have not sold an aqua jade by mistake, thinking that I just needed to get to Moto 6 quest. No, you need to complete Moto 6 quest. So I would have had a little bit more cash, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and buy the snow pickaxe now for 750,000. And if we actually try to sell it, let's see how much money we'll get back, right? We'll get 562,000, so we'll be short by about 300k. So yay, right? Like we'll have to go ahead and grind some more of that out, but we'll worry about that when we get there. And now that we have this pickaxe, finally we can start mining away at this bad boy over here. So I had mentioned to you guys earlier, but this is going to take a tremendously long time. It's going to take us about 30 minutes to mine away this whole thing. But once we get to mining the whole thing away, eventually we'll also get the ore that we need to buy the actual pickaxe itself. So many hours later, we finally have all the required materials and things that we need to get this prismatic pickaxe. I'm going to share some tips and tricks that I've learned throughout this entire process, because this was completely different to what I expected going into this based on the information that was readily available online about this entire process. But as you guys can see at the top, well, in the bottom left hand corner, we are level 200. I think level 200 is the max level currently because I'm not getting any XP. I actually ended up going inside of here. So if you can phase in here, just do this. And I ended up AFKing. So for example, my stash was full, but I ended up AFKing here. And if you mine away here, you can literally get, as you guys will see after I sell all these frost specs here, because I was AFKing. Again, I'll show you guys a quick little strategy you can use just to gain some resources, money, things of that nature. Bro, this thing is like lagging, twin. Damn. Wow, and would you look at that? They actually ended up changing this now to you needing 500 base damage to mine the rock. This is another reason why this video took the turn that it did, because it seems the devs were like fixing and changing things up as time went on with this new update. But anyways, let's go ahead and, yo, wait a minute. Let's just make sure, right, that they didn't put up the price or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, let's go into our equipment here. We'll put our copper pickaxe on, and then we'll sell this Neurite pickaxe for 562. Now we have the sufficient amount of cash to be able to finally buy the prismatic pickaxe. There you go. This took 50 million years, but if I equip it, there it is, chat. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like a super cool aura or glow to it. It's like very minimalist, if you will. Like, it's very low key, but it looks pretty decent. So like I said, once you get a pickaxe, your best bet is just to like phase in here if you can and just like AFK like right here. It is why if I go into my stash and I go into my ores, you guys will see that I have 9 Mosasarsit, or however you pronounce this, because I ended up like, bro, I was mining away. I got so bored, I ended up going to sleep, and I left this just like mining over here. I guess this rock just respawns every so often, and that's why I have multiple of them. So just thought I'd let you guys know. Probably your best bet if you can phase in here is just to like, you know, AFK in this direction, and you'll have multiple of the ore if you would like to have that. Now, if you guys want to take a look at the pickaxe outside in the sun, this is how it looks like. Again, like I said, compared to other pickaxes in the game, it doesn't look super amazing and super over the top. It's very low key, but it is a pretty decent looking pickaxe nevertheless. So I'll show you guys how much damage it's doing and how fast I'll be mining as is. I'll also show you guys before then, basically, if I were to socket some runes into it, how much it'll cost. So for example, here's the pickaxe, and here is one of my miner shards that you know, increased my luck by 60%. So it's gonna cost 300k. So overall, 1.2 million just on slotting your etherealite or prismatic, whatever you want to call it, pickaxe, excuse me. So obviously this is going to be a very, very expensive pickaxe to fully max out and upgrade, but it's going to be a progress, right? Or a process, excuse me. So additionally, what I would have recommended prior to this change of you needing 500 something base damage to mine the rock to get the prismatic pickaxe, I would have advised you guys to get aqua as the pickaxe, and then once you get to Moto 6 quest line, which you get to the Moto quest line by just simply talking to Sensei Moto over here, and you talk to Sensei Moto ideally after you complete your Bajoran quest over here. So just make sure you do that in that order. So just talk to him first when you get to this island, and then do Sensei Moto's quest. So once you complete the 6 quests, you would be able to actually buy the snow pickaxe, and you should be chilling thereafter. But unfortunately, they just changed it to where you would effectively now need to work your way up to the void pickaxe, because the frost pickaxe only has 420. So they're literally going to make you go through every single pickaxe before you get to the prismatic one. So very unfortunate they decided to make this change, but again, it was last second. So if you guys didn't take advantage of getting this pickaxe prior to this change, good luck. It's going to be even harder for you now. Also, it took me a couple hours to get all the requirements done, because these quests, like for example, right now I'm on Moto 8. You have to mine crystals, but they want you to get specific ores out of the crystals, and it's all RNG. Sometimes you'll get them fast, sometimes you won't, and that's why it took a lot longer. So before, like I said, I would have recommended aqua, then snow, and that's it pretty much until you complete Moto 6, at which point, you know, you'll buy the snow pickaxe and then go mine the rock that I showed you. But now, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to keep working your way up and get the void pickaxe and then go from there. Sucks, I know, but what can you do about it? So let me show you guys basically how this pickaxe is going to work. This has been such a great, phenomenal gaming experience in this update that I just keep running into bugs. I literally had to rejoin my server, man. Like, there's so many bugs, man. Sometimes I can't mine stuff. Sometimes my character just can, I don't know. It's just a lot of bugs. But anyway, let me show you guys the spider cavern first. You know, how the ice, rocks, pebbles, and boulders are going to be treated with this pickaxe. So this is without us actually using any potions at all. Take a look. Super freaking nice and super powerful. Just two-shotting literally everything here, as you guys can see. Very, 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 very nice. So when it comes to the ice rocks, I'll show you. Let's go ahead and go down over here. So take a look, guys. Basically with the ice rock, it's just gonna take us about, you know, 4 hits. Very, very nice. And granted, this is also us not on our dwarf race. So I'll go ahead and switch on over to the dwarf race right quick, just to help us out. And you know what? Might as well just activate some of our potions real quick as well. Why not? And like I said, with our potions now, like it's just even quicker with the dwarf race also stacked on top of it. This is where I AFK'd, you know, to get some levels and cash. You can literally AFK over here and it's very simple. And a lot of these guys spawn in. So it's up to you guys where you would want to go to get like miscellaneous resources or cash. But this is what I ended up doing, you know, when I was not physically actively playing a game, but rather just AFKing. And if we go down this way, there should be some ice boulders around here, like for example this one. And take a look, even the ice boulders are really, really, really quick to actually destroy now. So yeah, very, very much a W upgrade. So that is pretty much how good this pickaxe is going to be without even the luck runes slotted into it. And now if I use this little geyser thing to go into the peak up here, I can show you guys how good it is against these little crystals. This is still going to take some time, but it should be faster than what we were doing before. And yeah, definitely a lot faster, because these things tend to have, you know, about 13,000 HP. Some of these rocks up here have even like 20 up to like 60 or 80,000. So, but even still, pretty good progress. This is definitely going to be your go-to pickaxe for this area. Now we do have some medium ice crystals over here that have about 20,000, but even then this is still done in a good amount of time as well, as you guys can tell. In fact, this will actually be the first medium ice crystal that we'll be mining. Let's see what we get here. Can we get a little lucky with our loot? And I mean, I guess we got some frost fossils there. So not too bad overall, guys. Over here we have some large ice crystals, and these have 30,000 just about. And this is the mine speed with them, just with, you know, 1 miner potion and the dwarf race. Still really good overall. Ooh, okay, we definitely got a brand new ore type over there. I don't really know what that ore is going to be, but it's the first time we'll be getting that one. So there you go. That is called some Gale Store. It's the first one. Then we have these floating crystals here that have 66,000 HP. So these, under normal circumstances, had we used any other pickaxe, would have taken literally forever. But relatively quickly with this prismatic pickaxe, this is really nice. All right, guys, and here you go. We just got a legendary void start and some cryptex. That's pretty cool. So we got some brand new ore types from that. And yeah, that is pretty much the pickaxe. Before we wrap this up, I'm gonna go back to the volcanic area because I know some of you guys might be interested how this pickaxe fares out in the Forgotten Kingdom. I'll go ahead and show you guys real quick. All right, guys, so here are some basalt veins, and oh my goodness, this is actually insane. It literally takes you about 4 hits to mine some basalt veins here. And we do have some volcanic rocks here, so let me go ahead and just mine these two. Hold on. All right, so check it out, right? Here's a volcanic rock. Literally, guys, wow. In 5 hits. 5 hits is all it takes for you to mine down a volcanic rock now. That is insane, bro. Nah, this pickaxe is actually broken, bro. My goodness gracious. So if for whatever reason you wanted to grind here again after getting this pickaxe, you definitely can, and getting darkrite and things of that nature should not be too difficult for you. But I'll tell you what, with these new ores, I don't know why you would want to come back here, man. These new ores have crazy multipliers. Like, look, the cryptex that we just got, 9.3x multiplier, bro. Like, that is insane. And take a look at the new legendary that we picked up as well, which was the Void Star. That does 10x, bro. Like, this is what I mean. Like, these things are just like, oh my god, these new ores are amazing, bro. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. That's how you get these new pickaxes, and would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this pickaxe, man. It's growing on me. Definitely is. I didn't think it looked that cool, but now I'm thinking it looks kind of cool on this lighting. All right, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Drop a like on the video, and I will catch you guys on another one at another point in time.